you guys like how they updated the latest news tab? Not.
Yeah, no, it's well, I mean, we got this new map, Riverbank. So that's
I'm gonna hold up. I'm gonna look up when that came out.
some-
I'm gonna look that up. When did it come out? Ghost.
Yeah, I think Riverbank came out September last year or something.
Woo!
Something like
that
that.
was a year ago, dude. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like, it sucks. Yeah, it sucks that
We haven't gotten a map in an entire year, which isn't really that hard to make, to be honest. Though. It's not
really
like they gotta
not.
start from scratch. They just gotta. It's like they take a scissor and they just cut out a certain piece of the map, and then fix a couple things on it so it's a bit more balanced.
September. Holy fuck! September 15th, 2020. The Riverbank came out. Holy shit!
Yeah.
It's August 22nd, 2022. Or is it 2022?
Yeah.
Is it 2021?
No, 2021. It's 2021.
Come on,
All
come
the
on,
holes
you
is now
understand.
boy.
Yeah. Damn, dude. Yeah, I honestly, yeah. I complain about it so much. I'm kind of over it. But yeah, it's like I really thought at least I thought we were at least getting a map. You know, like no new game mode, okay. No new guns, whatever. A new map though, okay, like cool.
Guns
the matchmaking though,
like
holy fuck. Holy fuck though.
Yeah.
The matchmaking, I mean, I can actually
Much
play
better.
this and stream it and not fucking fall asleep in between games. Like, it's actually nice. Like, I can actually stay conscious in between matches. It definitely, something was broken as far as servers or something, because it wasn't like player count.
Yeah, I mean,
it wasn't
whole server
anything.
thing crashed at
It
some
was servers, because the matchmaking was so dog for months.
point. Yeah.
That was the final,
think
dude.
it's-
That was the
I think
execution
it's,
shot to the head, dude, for PvP.
I genuinely think it's just because they didn't have any form of what would you call it, server maintenances for like almost half a year, right? And right after they had server maintenances,
How do you know that?
For
Did it
well,
like
I
from
mean,
tweets or
just
what?
in general? Well, in general, when games have server maintenances, they go up in quality in a certain way. In a certain way, when it comes to matchmaking, because it's like they kind of flush out all the issues with it, in a sense. It's just figuratively speaking, not literally.
Okay.
But
Because I have no idea what goes on.
But no, it's just a theory of mine. I do not know. I'm not a techie at all. It's just what I think.
I
But
think
it seems to be because right after the server maintenances we've had in this game, matchmaking has just gone through the roof, and you find matches instantly.
in a minute, yeah,
Right,
too,
and then-
that's totally
Yeah,
okay
and
with
then
me.
And then a couple months go by, like 1 or 2 months, and then matchmaking slows down again, and then they have some sort of maintenance, and it skyrockets, and then it goes slowly back down again.
Yeah, they
And you
really.
also see it with the amount of issues that you encounter in
got
the
the
matches as
objective.
well.
Now
Like, for
move
instance,
out.
the outside the map bullshit, where people spawn outside the map, like on your team. And
Oh,
on the
you're
enemy
right.
team.
I haven't had that problem in
tends
a
to
while.
happen- Yeah, that tends to happen like a lot more after a while after a server maintenance, right? But right as soon after you've had like,
Hostiles in my sights.
wait,
That's so true. The only glitch I've had lately that happened a long time ago was the swapping weapons
Target
bug, where it
eliminated.
shuts out your game off.
yeah, that one's a
It's still-
bummer because
it's still
that one's
active.
just still that one's I don't think that one's gonna go away. Talk about the outside map thing. This guy is actually 5.0 kilometers up.
Target down. Only a single enemy
That guy
remaining.
wanted to die. He was literally in the middle of the open. Alright, I got cover fire for you guys.
Under surveillance. Has just been ID.
Covering fire. Covering fire.
Moving up in the back.
Enemies down. Good kill.
The only cool shoes I like that are normal shoes are the Under Armour shoes they have in this game. Those ones actually look sick because I've had those shoes.
I think it's hilarious that they added those games though. Like, what
No,
was it?
oh my god, yeah.
They just added them. Like, they didn't say anything. They just added those. Which is such a weird thing to add because it's like, who gives a fuck about a pair of shoes?
True.
Like,
This is the devs that care. The devs care.
orders.
That's what they're doing.
Now
They're doing
go
shit that
win
they
this
want to
thing.
see.
Really? They want to see Under Armour joggers in a game that's so freaking broken?
Yeah,
I don't
exactly.
understand all
That's what's gonna-
I don't understand all the trainers and stuff. You know, like what the fuck is that about?
Yeah.
Really?
I mean, that's just I don't really have anything against having, you know, trainers in the game. It's like, you know, whatever for the customization's sake, but I just think it's weird how that's something they would prioritize
Yeah.
at all, you know, before even looking at some of the other things that definitely needs fixing or could, you know, been added and all that jazz, right?
Eyes on arms, style.
They're both over there.
Target. One enemy left.
This game would be so
Maybe,
sick though
yeah.
if it was actually in a great position, because it'd be so good for a PvP or for a PvP, lol, for a battle royale.
Target down. Target
I mean, we had
down.
a sort of battle royale in Wildlands, though. We had that mercenary
The enemy
mode, which
threat
was
has been
there just to kind of
Oh,
introduce
yeah.
the whole syringe system and all that before
Oh
Breakpoint
yeah,
came
dude.
out, which
That
actually
was
was quite
sick.
fun.
That was sick. I remember
But,
fucking
like,
cover. Yeah, that was sick, dude.
If you try and play that now, you can't play it now because there's just not enough players playing it. I think you need to.
Facts.
If you want to play it now, you need to get 8 people into a party and then try
Do
and
it.
matchmake at the same time.
Let's do it. No,
That could work. That could
no,
work.
but this game,
Not sure.
like, it doesn't need one. But in a perfect world where it was like didn't have problems, like it would be. I feel like the movement speed would be perfect for, like, I mean, for at least a battle royale. But I think
Maybe, yeah.
I remember when the beta came out and the movement was so sluggish, like people complained about it, but little did we know, like, that was probably perfect. It was probably perfect instead of running around so quick and all this shit. That was a long time
I don't
ago,
really
so
remember. I don't really
exactly.
remember
So
the
it's
beta.
hard
Yeah,
to
when you
remember.
used to run, when you tried to turn in opposite direction, you sort of stumble a few steps in the direction you're running in.
It would take you
Then
a
you
fat
turn.
I
minute.
remember that was something
Yep.
they had in the beta. I remember the beta had some wonky animations which they fixed, because the running animations and all that was just really, really weird. So that was something.
There's
they,
also
like,
bullet stagger that they removed. They removed the bullet stagger completely when you got shot.
See,
you would-
dude, it's
you
like,
would
why
literally
those things are
stagger
actually
all
so
yeah,
down.
no,
sick.
I don't get why they would.
Those things are
like, they
so
wouldn't-
sick.
Or why they would take
Yeah.
that out.
Yeah,
Like,
so
I
there
think
was no
that-
stuff, there was no running around in the open.
Yeah,
back
because then
once
that
you
would-
got shot, you were fucked.
That would get rid of it. That would totally get rid of it, because you know you're fucked and you're. Oh my! They just muff so hard. Just hearing that, just you.
They removed it.
They
instead of
had
just
simple
tweaking
tools
it.
to win, like to have a better version.
All they
Damn,
needed to do
damn.
was tone it down a bit because it was really drastic. It was too.
A little bit,
too
but I
drastic.
think they got rid of the animation,
But
right?
still,
like
it
it's like,
kinda-
how about just have the animation, but just give it like where you have like a second or two of a stumble and then you start running again normally, but like maybe with a limp every now and then. There's so I think what they did, which was great and also ruined the game, was probably listen to the Reddit a lot
Controls.
too much. I think they just
But
listened.
that's usually that's a lot. There's a lot of games that's kind of gone under because of that, because they listen to the guys that scream the loudest, right?
Yeah,
Which isn't necessarily
exactly.
what the game needs.
they're not even
And
the
it's
people that are
exactly-
playing at the
I
moment.
think-
Right, but
exactly.
you know, there's a point to be made when it comes to, like, yes, they might be screaming loudest, but that doesn't mean that that's the general.
No,
You
the
know,
homies
so
playing
the
the game
general
and are
player
liking it
base is-
aren't talking about it because they like
Yeah,
it. Because
like,
they
the casual the casual player
Ah.
doesn't go into forums and write a bunch of stuff.
No, nope.
They just
Dude, that's
play.
and it's a great thing because they were able though to, like, obviously, like, gunsmith and things that people wanted that should be in the game were able to
Yeah.
get seen. But I think it more hurt. I think it's more of like a developer should just know that and put it in the game. We should have to say it, and
But
it's
for
like
instance, you know,
they changed
this,
too much.
This game was made with loot in mind, right? Like, they're not gonna. We can't really go away from that fact. Like, yes, you could have a immersive mode, which is kind of what we got, but that costed us a second raid, though, didn't it? Which then costed us a bunch of extra content.
And the immersive
which
mode
we
was
could've played
like.
with.
Yeah,
It's
it just
just a
felt
bunch
like
of
they were
settings
just
that they
tweaking. They were literally just
Yeah.
tweaking things. Like, that's all they did. They just tweak stuff. Like, they was never content, really. I mean, there was content, but it's
But
who cares? This has
as
been.
Miss said in
There
the
was-
chat right
there
now,
was
like, they
coronavirus
just don't
amongst it
really
all,
That's
go
true.
to anyone.
That's true. That's true. That's true.
I'm unfortunately, I'm hoping that now that things are getting a bit more back to normal, then maybe they might pump out some, or just save it for the next game.
Yeah,
Well,
true. They're
not gonna make another game.
You know what to
I think
do.
people just need
Now
to get
execute.
up and just stop hoping for it. It's not gonna be a second Ghost Recon game. I really doubt it. Considering what Ubisoft has said about that, they're just gonna focus on free to play.
Like, then hand off Ghost Recon. Like, hand it off. Go, like, get rid. Like, just hand it off,
bro. The problem is they have, you know, they own the
Ghost
license for Tom Clancy, and Ghost Recon's a part of Tom Clancy, and thereby
it's like
they
then
can't
like
just give away one of them.
subcontract it. It's like it's like we're
What I
gonna treat this
think
game
they
like
should do is they
shit
should
instead
just
of
sell
letting
the
people
assets.
actually do
Target
good.
eliminated.
I
It's
think
like-
they should just. I think they should open up the possibility to buy the assets for the game, so people can
Enemies
make their
down.
own games
Good
with
kill.
what Breakpoint has. So.
Oh my god, dude! I could imagine a perfect. Yeah, dude, I could imagine that.
Then people who want like a very mil-sim focused Ghost Recon can take the movement and all the stuff they
A
like
surveillance system
from the
has
game
just been
and do
located.
that, and then the people who want to make a Ghost Recon PvP can just make that, and then, you know, perfect it for each
Like,
zone.
they did a lot of good things with this game as far as visually.
They
and
nailed a lot of
more-
things, but the
and
problem
more-
is they fucked up and they don't give enough support for it either, you know, so it's just kind of.
Target
It
down.
costs
Only
them
one
quite a lot
hostile left
because of it.
standing.
Dude, got 4
Alright.
bullets, 4 kills. Let's go.
All enemy forces have been eliminated.
Yo, but I agree. They just did a lot wrong. They just did flat out. They did a lot wrong. But what are you gonna do? Yeah, it's like, what are you gonna do? They got 4 developers on the squad left. No, they probably got more, but they just got shit going on in the development studio and shit. And it's like, it just would be better just not in their hands. It's bad to say, but it's like they just don't seem like they don't give a fuck about it, really. It could be as big as it should. This Ghost Recon should be as big as like Assassin's Creed and other games, but it's not to them.
You
I
got the
don't know
objective.
why. I really
Now
don't.
move out.
It should be, in my opinion, I would like to see it as popular as COD and.
Yeah, it could be a rival to
Battlefield, you know,
COD.
like third person. It's a third person.
The only-
option of that sort of game style. But for some
Warfare,
reason,
yeah.
It is always fucked up by the developer.
That was me, dude. I played COD. I was like, dude, I want to play a tactical version of this, but also like I like GTA. I was like, I want to play third person. Like, it'd be sick to see my soldier, like, you know. And that's what this game was, and that's what Wildlands was. But dude, they could have just done Wildlands, but like better movement like this game, and like it just would have been so much better.
Target
whatever.
eliminated.
What, like, you know, whatever, you know, they obviously had their own thoughts. They just messed up. There just needs to be another studio that makes
new
a
surveillance system
third person
has just
shooter
been ID'd.
that's just as good as Ghost Recon. If not, obviously it's not hard to be just as good, but I think it's more the feel. A lot of new games will, like, I don't know if it's because you play Ghost Recon and like anything as far as
One on me, guys.
all right. Oh, up high.
Alright, coming up to him.
Yeah, about this area. He's outside the church somewhere.
We just need a third person game to come out.
Here, guns are out. Watching from my side. I've been spotted.
It's okay, I have the UMP CQC.
Traded.
Teammate down. Only a single enemy remaining.
I'll come for the
Last guy's
pickup.
over by me somewhere.
They're shooting.
Yeah.
Enemies down.
I was like, I'm
Good
not even gonna be
kill.
able to pick you up. He's gonna kill him.
Enemy forces have been defeated.
No, but as you said, I think there's a lot of things they nailed with this game. You know,
Avi, yes.
And there's a lot
First
of
off, welcome to
things
the stream. I don't think I've
fucked
seen you too. I don't know if
up on, which
you're
is
following,
unfortunate
but
because this game
welcome to
has
the stream, bud.
immense potential.
It
You know,
does.
I
it
know.
could be, it really
Oh,
could be
dude.
such a good game. It could be up there with, like, you know, the other kind of highly competitive games. It could have been like the Rainbow Six Siege in competitiveness type.
Dude, I
level,
know.
You know, just
I
for
know.
third-person shooters.
Oh my
But
god.
it's just the problems that they haven't fixed and the stuff that they kind of fucked up on outweighs the positivity factors in the game. For instance, as you mentioned, like the feel of the game, the movement, the gunplay, and the general, you know, just kind of design of it. And having your game look good and feel good doesn't help if it's plagued by a bunch of issues that's just never
Yep.
gonna get fixed.
Yep.
And you know, so I'm hoping that with this next update, they're kind of just gonna beat back on all these issues that they've had for so long and just give us this huge fucking update.
Yeah,
With a bunch of fixes and a bunch of new stuff. But it's like, you know, just considering Ghost Recon's and Ubisoft Paris's, you know, kind of track record for the past 4 years, I can't really keep my hopes up that much. You know, they say that this is going to be the biggest update in Ghost Recon history. Which
but that's
is, you know,
always failed.
But yeah, but the thing is, it doesn't take much, does it, to make it very, you know, the biggest update? Because most of the updates have been quite small and lackluster.
True.
So we're just gotta wait and see. I don't know what they got planned. I'm hoping that we'll get some.
I just want maps
mainly
and
hoping
guns.
for-
Boom. Boom.
I'm mainly just hoping for fixes, to be honest.
That's fine with me.
'Cause
Yeah.
if they,
I'm not
you
asking
know,
for much.
if they fix like the main issues with this game, the game turns into a game where
What map do you want,
where
guys?
you can recommend, right? I'll do R&D. We'll split it. Because you want to have
What are the problems with the game?
that you can recommend, right? Like, if
What are
you
the
can't
problems with the
recommend
game?
to other people, then you won't get what the problems with the game is. What do you mean?
What are the problems? That's what I'm saying. I mean, what are the problems with the game? I'm trying to think.
Well,
It's like,
first of all,
People still spawning
we
out the map.
Right. Well,
Yeah.
that's just in PvP, but in general, we
Invisible
have a
players.
huge problem with disconnection in this game. Like, just in general,
Well,
you know, like
what,
shit won't
disconnect?
work. Well, yeah, you have a bunch of different disconnection issues, and the issue with fixing a problem like disconnects is that there's usually just not one reason, right? Like, there's a plethora of reasons to why you can disconnect.
do you feel
but
like
yeah, so you have the
PvP's
whole
learning curve is
disconnection
too
issues.
hard? I feel like a lot of people. I don't know. I feel like that's the thought I have. I feel like some people probably
mean-
think the learning curve is a little too high.
But yeah, because it's not like Call of Duty. It has a higher penalty. Your mistakes have a higher penalty
Yep,
in this game
that's
than
a
they
good-
do in other games, right?
I don't
Like,
necessarily
if you
think that's a
fuck
bad
up,
thing.
No, I think it kind of
It's-
sharpens people in a sense. But when you... Okay, so we kind of talked about this a little while ago, how you meet a lot of people in the game that seem to have been playing the game for so long, but it doesn't seem... Not
You know what to do.
talking down
Now
on anyone, but it
execute.
doesn't seem like they're kind of
They don't know how to play.
through the roof that they're underneath. You know, it's more just they don't improve as much as you see other players do.
Yeah.
Pressed enemy fire.
And I think that's mainly because they play alone. So,
Target down. Target
When,
down.
because when you play alone, there's a lot of stuff that you kind of miss in a game.
Oh my god,
First of
so
all,
much.
you have
That's
a
what I
murder
did.
site.
No, I that was me in the beginning of this game. And then I played with squatted with people and learned a lot of strats that I died from, like the circling shit, but as well as a lot of other stuff too. So I totally agree with that. And playing with people will only help your game. But then there's a point where it's
Target
like
eliminated.
if you know a lot of stuff, playing solo can help your just firefight ability. So it's like,
Surveillance system
Well, yeah.
located.
But I
Feel
do
you.
think playing as a squad is very important for initial
That's
beginners
true.
because it teaches you a lot of how to move around and
I think it's
And,
important
Enemies
for the
dead.
game.
One enemy left.
It's important for
yeah,
the
it is,
game.
but it is kind of it's kind of made as a squad-based game. Like, you're supposed to be in these, you know, squads of 4 with
Oh,
different
he's
classes.
right in
and
front of you.
different
Right in front of you. Oh, that guy literally said, "Hey, shoot me in the face,
Target
dog." He
down.
said, "Hey,
Target
let me lay
down.
down for you." While you fucking blow
Enemy
my head
threat
up.
has been neutralized.
Wow.
He just pulled them apart and said, "I'm ready."
Yeah, take me, daddy.
I cannot
I'm
believe
ready
it.
for you.
I'm ready. Just thinking about how good this game could be, it sucks. It really sucks. It almost makes me like sick.
It's so yeah, it's sad. That's what it is.
It
It's
makes me
genuinely sad,
sick.
'cause it's-
Yeah. It's just
yeah,
like
it's
Cole
frustrating.
is
as
so
well.
upset right now.
I kind of get it though. I get the feel he's having.
no, I literally just threw up, guys. I had to mute myself. I fucking no. But It just, yeah, when you said there's no other game really like this, that was like boom. Yes, I mean PUBG doesn't have a 4v4 milsim PvP game. Like there's just
But I
really
think
not.
even though, oh, hold up.
That's like the only thing I could think of
Anything
too.
anything else third person basically resembles
Wrong way.
Run right into
Get
that,
back
didn't
to your
even pay
team.
attention. No, I think a huge problem with or not a problem, yes, but it's just there's
back to
no
your
other
team and
third
win
person
this
out
thing.
there that I've ever played that's really captured the same feel as
A
Breakpoint.
surveillance system.
And I think a
has
lot of
just
it
been
Yeah,
comes
they
located.
down
all play
to-
like
Where you
Fortnite.
go and
They all
get
feel
back
like
in the
Fortnite.
fight.
It's just
They
the
feel
third
very,
person,
they feel very static.
very basic.
Dude,
I think
Breakpoint
they
feels
feel very
good.
static.
Even though you can
It-
circle
yeah,
around,
Breakpoint
that's like
feels
really the
more-
one thing. Maybe you're a little too quick, but the crouching, the way it even looks, the way you move around compared to Wildlands fucking sidestepping, like fucking just so much better.
Well,
Just
it feels more natural and kind of organic in a sense. Like you move how
Enemies
you would
down.
expect it to
Good
move,
kill.
and it's
Yep.
not just this like straight up and down character that can do 4 different movements. And that's
exactly.
it.
Yep.
So I got killed by a guy like right on him. I don't know.
Enemy
If,
frag. Move.
I don't know if he's still there.
I hear enemy fire in the area.
Doesn't seem like it.
One of your
Oh,
teammates
shoot.
is injured. I need a medic. I'm
Oh,
bleeding
by
over
this
here.
rock, you got one. Oh, one right down on my body. There's one between me and Sen. Like behind the cliff there
The
somewhere.
surveillance system is ready for hacking.
On the way.
And then watch out for the guy up here.
I'm about to snipe
Last
him in
known, there's the
3,
guy up there. Yeah.
2,
You see him on
1.
the rock.
Here.
dead.
Nice.
Target. Only a single enemy remaining.
Last guy might have pulled up and around him.
Yeah, like people fucking complain.
No, sitting right there.
People
Target
complain about
down,
gun sounds.
target
It's like
down.
I think that's not what we should be thinking about right
All
now.
enemy forces have been eliminated.
Like so, there's just a
People
lot
complain
of
about what?
gun sounds. Like I'm just thinking about what people complained about too. It's like some of the
No,
stuff.
we need to prioritize. Gun sound is not the problem that needs to be fixed immediately.
It's true.
The thing that needs to
Exactly.
be fixed immediately is the amount of issues with the game. Because you can't add new shit to a game that's shit. Right?
Yep.
Like,
Yeah.
you know, if it's plagued by so much issues, you can't add new shit to it because it won't help. The only thing it'll do is it'll bring people back and it'll bring new people in, new players
a
in.
shit
They'll
game.
just see the issues and then they'll leave with a worse expectation of the game than they initially had. You know, so it
Yep.
won't help. What you got to do is you got to fix it first and then you add new stuff. I think they should just come out with a letter or something saying that we're sorry we fucked up. We're gonna spend the next year just focusing on fixing
Yeah, like-
bullshit, and then after that we'll continue supporting
Fix-
it with new content.
just
Fix
seems
the
like-
aim assist and the digiscope.
Well, Digiscope for me isn't even. On
Do you want
the
less?
top
Do you want less
three.
aim assist?
I think the aim
yeah.
assist shouldn't be as magnetic as it is, because right now it is a bit
Yeah, you
too
snap
harsh.
on. You snap on.
Right.
And for
even
this
though, like,
game to be more tactical, it would if you hit less shots. Not in a bad like I'm not. Maybe it's more frustrating as a player, but if you're not even that way, but if you're just not getting given the shots to you, it's like it just feels better, and it's like looks more fluid instead of like I get it,
mean,
like the snap
so,
on.
I think when it comes to the snap on, it's like you don't need to have such a hard snap, if that makes sense. Like most games don't have that, like that have aim assist doesn't have as powerful of an aim assist as Ghost Recon Breakpoint does. Like not even
Most
a little,
games aren't third person
right? Like
though.
it's not.
But they could have done Fortnite.
No,
Even
but-
Fortnite wasn't
but,
like that.
I
Even
mean,
Fortnite wasn't that
even
bad.
if it's third person, even if it's third person, you don't need to have such a intense snap on. Like it's not necessary.
True.
You know,
you can
for
just make
instance-
bullets hurt harder if it's really a problem of like not getting the
I mean,
kills.
but that kind of changes time to kill. But I think it's just right now because I run my aim assist on small and then 3 magnetism or whatever, and that's like almost nothing, but it still snaps on really hard sometimes, and that's like something that I think is really it's quite weird because it's like why would it still do that? It snaps on as hard.
Yeah, it's just like
as
an
if it
implemented
was on
part of the
100.
game.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, it's not something they can just fix out of the blue because I think it's quite deep integrated in the game, probably. But you know, it's just if you play, for instance, I don't know, I don't really have a very good example right now, but Call of Duty, like Call of Duty's aim assist is completely fine. Some people may argue with it, I don't know, but for the degree that I played on it,
it's not bad at all.
It's fine.
Yeah.
And so, you know, just having that, like, where it's more of just like a tiny little help, like a nudge in the right direction type
I
thing.
think it's not only the magnetism too, it's also like
You know what to do.
some
Now
I don't know,
execute.
I'm not saying, oh my god, that sucks. But a lot of times it's also like the aimbot, not aimbot, but like the way it will how long it'll follow and how less work you have to do by like following it. There's some,
But
I guess
it's kind of weird though, because with the amount of movement speed that we have, you know, when you then stick on, it doesn't really help you at all, because people move past your bullets, like they move.
That's true,
faster.
actually.
So
that happens
you
with a
can
drone
shoot
all the
behind
time.
it. You can't. Yeah, you can't
That
really
happens with
beat bullets.
yeah, that's so true actually. Because the amount of times I've like tried to like shoot at a drone, but then I can't even like move
Tracking an enemy drone.
the aim because it's just locked on. Oh shit.
Oh,
Teammate's
really?
been hurt.
Marking an enemy.
Wow.
I'm bleeding out.
My bad, guys. I'm using the MK18. I'm gonna snipe this guy in the back
surveillance
here.
system has just been ID'd.
If he's back there still. Running back. Well, at least I got that
Enemy,
for you.
one enemy left.
Last guy was in far back. And see
Target
ya.
down. Target down.
There you go.